5-0. Chester Rowe.
M. Adams, Freedom Inc. So I was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I lived in zip code 53206. And there's a movie that just came out about it. And long story short, they say how this is, or that zip code, my zip code, is the worst place to live in the United States based on a series of things, right? I say that to say I come from a place that many people would describe as extremely dangerous, right? I come from a place that many people would say, look, that's the reason you need police. You need these people with all of these badges, guns, and law, whatever else they have, to come in because there's danger there. I lived in that community. I grew up in that community. I go visit that community very often. It is where my grandmother lived and so many other members of my family. That community is home to me, right? Given that I'm from this community, you could probably assume that I've been in some pretty tough spots, right? That I've seen some things that are pretty tough. Nowhere in there did I have to kill anybody to live. Nowhere in there did I have to tase and beat a child. Nowhere in there did I accidentally bust in the wrong house and shoot a kid that was sleeping on the grandma's couch. Nowhere in there did I demonstrate the amount of violence that police have used against this community to live and thrive there, right? This is the huge discrepancy, right? We're dealing with one side of the equation, if you will, who is saying, look, this is so dangerous, we have to patrol. I'm saying, look, I live here. I get it that you visited a couple times a week. When you drive in your car, you get out, you make a stop. But I live here, and I can tell you what you think you're doing about that danger ain't working. Right? I can tell you from living in what people would consider the most dangerous part, whatever parts of the country, that the policing didn't work. Right? And why can I use Milwaukee as an example? Why can I use Milwaukee policing if we're talking about Madison? Because Madison brags how it's keeping up with national standards. Right? There are too many contradictions here. Even if you don't agree with all of my politics and you feel like what I'm saying is too radical, are there not enough contradictions here presented to take pause? Right? What is it? One instance when questioning the police department, hey, what about this 11-to-1 arrest rate disparity? Hey, what about Janelle Laird? Hey, what about this? Oh, we're better. Right? People get caught on footage, then it's like, well, we're keeping up with national standards, so it ain't so bad. Which one is it? You're either better or you're just like everybody else. Because everybody else is awful, right? Mm-hmm. Is this one Madison or two? This is a perfect example of how it is continuously two Madisons, right? Mm-hmm. You got one group saying this is so great, this is so lovely, we're maintaining law and order, and you have one group saying, hey, what y'all think y'all doing is actually hurting us, and it's not improving our communities, right? The police was called to help Tony Robinson. I bet that friend wished they never called the police. I bet that friend wishes I would have just fought my friend instead of calling for help. I bet that friend wants Tony Robinson back instead of some police officer who just got a couple days off and is still patrolling. Right? Whether or not you agree with all of my politics, has enough happened for you to have pause. Because anybody else, we work right. I'm in a nonprofit. We receive fundings. There's no way possible that we would receive 27 million. You want to talk about democracy? Then we should have community control. $27 million, $27 million, and you don't have to answer for the people. You think my nonprofit can get $27 million from this city and kill a couple people and say, well, you know, we just doing our thing like other people. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
We want community control
of the police.
We want community control
of the police.
Alderman McKinney, your point of privilege.
And point of personal